Tell us about some of the stuff you're doing, some of the rooms you're working on, because you're a producer as well.
Yeah, I guess so.
And I want to kind of tap into you about that as well. Like, what are some of the things you should do for other comics that are aspiring to maybe have open mic rooms?
I would
How
love
do
to talk
you-
about that.
How do you kind of address the establishments and the owners of these spots? What do you?
So I have a kind of general rule of thumb with that. What I do run is the Wayward Open Mic. I call it the Wayward Open. That happens every Thursday at 7 p.m. Sign-ups are at 6 p.m. That's at Wayward Tap House, 1025 Grand Avenue. That's the first time I've ever remembered that address off the top of my head.
And that's Phoenix, Arizona,
yeah,
too.
Phoenix. It's downtown, beautiful, grand, riddled with homeless, but it is beautiful. It's beautiful, artsy. That's every week. And then once a month, Russ is about to be on this show featuring, I can't wait for that. That is going to be Wednesday, April 26th at 9 p.m. And that show is free. It's going to be a lot of fun. You should come to that. As far as the rooms go, I was just talking about this because not a lot of people want to host. And I think for me, I hosted out of like desperation because I was in a point where I was like unsure of whether or not I could fucking do comedy. Like, not like if I wanted to.
If you had the ability to.
I was just like doubting myself so hard because the show that I used to host went south. And it kind of made a friendship really rocky that like that part fucked me up. Like thinking that and losing a friend at times, you know. We've patched it up and everything, but I got this offer to do an open mic, and then that kind of flipped the switch in my head too, where it could line up where if I'm on stage for roughly 45 minutes because I'm hosting, I'm in between every comic, then that'll make up for the amount of time that I lose by working at a bar and not being able to go to open mics because I work nights and shit. So now that I host an open mic, what I would say is find a space first that it's got to be like Monday or Sunday through Thursday, preferably Monday through Thursday. The shape of the room matters. Like the way Wayward is like, picture this table. There's a comic, like a rectangle. There's a comic on one side, and the audience only has, it's not uncomfortable for them to look at the stage. Because there's some fucking rooms where it's like this oblong, weird Tetris shape, and the comic is rummaging around the restaurant looking for people to laugh.
And try to compact it, and you can't because
and
of the way
sound
they
is going
seat it.
crazy. Yeah, there's a reason comedy clubs aren't shaped like, you know, I don't know, racetracks. I couldn't really think of anything stoned, but shape of the room matters. Also, if you're hosting an open mic, a place where the people have to escape.
Hold on, what do you mean?
Like a patio?
Oh,
because dude, you have to understand, like, for real, people don't go to open mics. Open mics happen to people. Like, people are out enjoying their night. They came to get a beer after they played a fucking frisbee golf game.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like, what's up, fuckers? I'm Chris. We're going to be saying fucking shit a lot tonight. Your dog is fat. Like, you know, like, it's just...
It just happens.
It happens to you. And then, I mean, the amount of people that I've walked within 10 minutes of, like, starting that mic. But I've gotten good at it. And one of the most rewarding things that I've ever done is host this mic. Like, the amount of confidence that I've gotten on stage from doing it is, like, I don't know. It's incomparable. Like, and invaluable was the word I was thinking of. Damn, man. I wanted to sound smart. But
is it freedom in that? Because it's an open mic and it's not like a normal show. Is it more freedom in with regard to like artistic things, like things you trying like kind of getting out that box
Yeah.
we talked about? Is it more?
There is freedom, but you have to understand too that you have a job. Like I get paid to do the open mic, and my job is to make that business money. Like, and what I first told them, I just sounded like some Wolf of Wall Street douchebag. My job is to make that money. No, but that is your job. And what I told them when I first did it, I like gave them low expectations because I don't know. I just was like, look, and I came in every Thursday for a month before it was supposed to be my tryout. That's another thing. Give them the first one for free. Just say, let me do this. Let me show you what I can do. And there's, what's it called? Sorry, these guys are saying how good of an idea that was, I think. So it distracted me. But I said, look, we can get at least 20 comics. I can get at least 20 comics in here. Not all of them are going to buy drinks, but some of them will, and there will be something happening. And I believe in Phoenix comedy right now. I've seen some of these guys, and I've seen how they hustle. And if the host runs it like the way it should be run and is attentive, be attentive if you're going to host. You have to watch every single comic, because if you go up on stage and the whole audience just watched the comic and they were involved, but you went out and smoked a cigarette, you are behind on the whole show. The whole audience knows what's going on. You don't know what the fuck is going on. You can't riff. A lot of people say hosts of open mics, like, you shut the fuck up and bring out the next comic. Like, dude, if I didn't riff in between comics, that mic would be dead already. Like, I'm just saying.
Because
like,
not everybody's gonna be good in the lineup.
Yeah, and like even if they are good, sometimes you can like you just throw a tag out there, like or you come up with your own tag to like what's going on, and it's just fun, and like it's this free flowing thing. You can riff off somebody else, and like it's not even a roast, but it's kind of, I don't know. It's really fun, and I don't know, it gets you to think on your toes a lot. That's for sure. Crowd work's gotten better because of it. And how to be fun and not like lash out at the crowd, you know?
Everybody want to be a star. It's been this way for a while. Everybody wants to be a star. They want to do stand-up comedy for a month, 2 months, and then go headline and do an hour.
Yeah.
Hosting is the best thing to cut your teeth, to learn, how to read the room, different nuances. Like the same way you riff if a guy does bad, you riff too and bring the crowd back if a guy goes up there and kicks a hole in it for 10, 12 minutes.
Yeah.
And you know the guy behind him's not that good, so you got to bring him back down and make the crowd suitable for the next comic. So it's hosting is technical. It's really not the worst comic that does hosting.
How do you bring him back down?
Well,
I have no idea how to do that.
All right, so when your crowd's really high, like the guy just before he just kicked the hole in, you want to make the crowd, keep the stage hot, but you want to make it not so hot that it burns the next guy to cinders. Yeah. What you do is you go out and you tell the crowd to give the comedian that just left another hand. Be like, he was great, give him another hand.
Yeah.
And then you make announcements. Tip your waiter. Tip your waitress.
Yeah.
Little banter might slide one in. Boom.
Yeah.
Slide them in to bring them back. So you bring them back. You ready for the next comic? Yeah. So we still kind of riding off his energy, but not so much that it's not palatable for him.
You gave some fodder there.
Yes. So then we bring him right on in, and then we walk off. That's an old trick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just give him a hand again. Remember to tip your waiters, and you. Then little fodder, they forget how good they last guy was. You tell a joke, they laugh. Ready for the next comic because you keep that energy. And you just bring them in.
Yeah, they remember. Oh yeah, there's a comedy show. Hell yeah. Nice.
That little shit like that.